Social media has become a significant part of modern life. From Facebook to Instagram, it seems impossible to escape. But have you ever wondered why you keep scrolling, even when it feels like it's taking over your life? The answer lies in how social media hijacks your brain's reward system, making it addictive and difficult to stop. Every time we receive a notification or a like on our post, our brain releases dopamine, a chemical responsible for pleasure. This sudden surge of dopamine makes us feel good, encouraging us to return to the app. This cycle of reward keeps us hooked, making it hard to disconnect. The key to understanding social media addiction lies in variable reinforcement. Social media platforms are designed to reward you randomly. You never know when you'll get a like, a comment, or a message, and that uncertainty makes you want to check again. It's the unpredictability that makes social media so addictive. Just like a slot machine, this unpredictability encourages us to keep scrolling. We crave that next reward, even when we know it might not come. The brain gets conditioned to want more, driving us to spend hours on social media, even when we don't intend to. It becomes a habit, a compulsion. What's particularly powerful about social media is its ability to create instant gratification. Dopamine is released every time we see a new post or notification, which gives us an immediate sense of pleasure. This leads to a pattern of checking the phone constantly, reinforcing the idea that social media can offer us instant rewards whenever we need them. The more we scroll, the more we train our brain to expect these little bursts of dopamine. It becomes easier to give in to the urge and harder to resist. This constant need for immediate rewards makes it increasingly difficult to focus on long-term goals, as the brain becomes addicted to the short-term satisfaction social media offers. However, this craving for dopamine-driven rewards comes at a cost. The more time we spend on social media, the more likely we are to experience negative consequences. Studies have shown that constant social media use leads to anxiety, depression, and lower self-esteem. The comparison game, which social media constantly feeds, is a huge contributor to these negative emotions. When we scroll through our feeds, we see other people's lives curated to perfection. Everyone seems to be happy, successful, and living their best life. This sets unrealistic expectations, causing us to compare our own lives with what we see online. As a result, we feel inadequate or left out, contributing to feelings of depression and loneliness. The fear of missing out, FOMO, also plays a significant role in social media addiction. When we see friends attending events, traveling, or achieving something exciting, we fear that we're missing out on those experiences. FOMO leads to anxiety and drives us to check our feeds repeatedly, looking for updates on what others are doing. Another issue is that the addiction to social media affects our ability to be present in real life. The more we are engrossed in social media, the less we engage in face-to-face interactions. This leads to a decline in social skills and a lack of deep, meaningful connections. We may feel like we're connected, but in reality, we are isolated by our addiction to the screen. Social media also makes it easy to fall into mindless scrolling, which doesn't add value to our lives. We scroll through posts without thinking, losing time and energy on content that doesn't truly matter. This habitual scrolling can drain us mentally and emotionally, leaving us feeling exhausted without accomplishing anything meaningful. The constant stream of information and content on social media can also lead to information overload. We're bombarded with news, updates, and advertisements, making it difficult for our brains to process it all. This overload affects our attention span, making it harder to focus on tasks that require sustained effort. What makes it even more challenging is that social media is designed to keep us coming back. The endless scrolling, notifications, and updates are not accidents. They are part of the platform's design to keep us hooked. These platforms are engineered to take advantage of our brain's natural reward system, creating a cycle that is difficult to break. The combination of dopamine release, FOMO, social comparison, and information overload makes social media a powerful tool for addiction. It keeps us coming back for more, even when we know it's negatively impacting our well-being. The more we give in, the harder it becomes to break free from the cycle. In conclusion, social media isn't just a harmless pastime, it's a tool designed to exploit our brain's reward system. The addiction is real, and it has profound consequences on our mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. By understanding how social media affects our brains, we can begin to take steps to regain control of our lives and reduce its negative impact. The addictive nature of social media doesn't just affect the brain's reward system, it also influences our behavior patterns. The more time we spend scrolling through our feeds, the more we reinforce this behavior. Social media platforms use complex algorithms to provide the content that keeps us engaged, ensuring we keep coming back for more. This constant engagement becomes a habit that is hard to break, leading to excessive use and emotional dependency. The key to understanding this addiction is the need for validation. Social media gives us instant feedback through likes, comments, and shares, which make us feel validated and recognized. These small rewards create a positive reinforcement loop, causing us to return to the platform for more. However, this feedback loop doesn't provide long-term satisfaction. Once the reward fades, we're left wanting more, leading to increased screen time. The pressure to perform on social media can be overwhelming. Curating our online persona requires constant attention and effort. We often feel the need to present the best version of ourselves, leading to the fear of vulnerability. This fear of exposing our true selves prevents us from fully experiencing authentic connections. Instead, we focus on portraying an image that aligns with social media expectations, which can cause emotional burnout and anxiety. As social media becomes more deeply embedded in our lives, it can impact our self. When we compare our lives to the highlight reels of others, we begin to believe that our own experiences are not enough. Social comparison theory explains how we judge our worth based on others' experiences, which fuels feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. The more time we spend on social media, the more we internalize these comparisons. This cycle leads to FOMO, fear of missing out, as we feel disconnected from the experiences we see online. We begin to believe that others are living better, more fulfilling lives, which adds to emotional distress. FOMO pushes us to check social media constantly, wanting to keep up with every event, trend, or update. This behavior not only consumes our time, but also leaves us feeling disconnected from our real-life experiences. Over time, social media can alter our attention span. Our brains get accustomed to the quick bursts of dopamine, and we begin to expect the same level of stimulation in other aspects of our lives. This leads to shorter attention spans, making it difficult to focus on important tasks. Constant scrolling rewires our brains, leaving us more distracted and less able to engage in activities that require deep focus. The constant stream of information from social media can also cause mental overload. We are bombarded with news, advertisements, opinions of others every minute. This constant intake of information can lead to decision fatigue, making it harder to make thoughtful choices. Our brains become overwhelmed by the constant influx of data, which negatively impacts our mental health. Another significant effect is the reduction of face-to-face interactions. The more time we spend online, the less time we spend engaging in meaningful, offline conversations. Real-world relationships suffer as we invest more energy in online interactions that often lack emotional depth. In-person conversations require more effort and attention, which becomes harder when we're conditioned to seek instant gratification online. Sleep disruption is another consequence of social media addiction. The blue light emitted by screens affects the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep regulation. Scrolling late at night can trick our brains into staying awake longer, disrupting our sleep cycle. Poor sleep leads to increased irritability, impaired cognitive function, and greater emotional instability the next day. The desire for constant validation from social media also affects our relationships. Couples who are constantly on their phones may experience less intimacy and connection. One partner may feel ignored, leading to miscommunication and frustration. Social media often takes the place of quality time spent together, which weakens emotional bonds and can lead to relationship problems. To combat these effects, it's important to set boundaries. Limiting screen time and scheduling specific moments to check social media can help reduce the negative impact. Setting clear intentions about why and how you use social media ensures that it's serving a positive purpose rather than becoming a mindless habit. Digital detoxes, even if brief, can help reset your brain's reward system. Another strategy to regain control is to curate your social media feeds. Instead of following accounts that contribute to comparison or anxiety, follow content that uplifts and inspires you. Engaging with content that promotes positive mental health, self-care, or creativity can shift your focus from the negative aspects of social media to growth and empowerment. Mindful engagement is another powerful technique. Rather than mindlessly scrolling, take time to reflect on the content you engage with. Ask yourself if it brings value to your life or contributes to your well-being. This level of awareness allows you to actively control your social media usage rather than being controlled by it. Intentional use can make a significant difference in how social media affects your mental health. A key part of breaking free from social media addiction is reducing the need for validation from others. Reinforce your sense of self-worth through self-compassion and real-world connections. By focusing less on external approval, you can develop a healthier relationship with social media that doesn't rely on validation to feel good about yourself. In conclusion, social media addiction is not just about mindless scrolling. It's a psychological process that hijacks the brain's natural reward system, leading to unhealthy cycles of dependency. By understanding how these platforms work and taking steps to engage mindfully, we can reclaim control over our lives and reduce the negative impact of social media. With intention, we can use social media in a way that benefits our mental health, rather than letting it control us.